Hey, what's up, my geeky friends and nerds? Paul Sun-Hyung Lee here in my geeky basement. Welcome you to another edition of Funboxing Sundays, the 19th episode. And I have to admit, my heart is a little bit heavy tonight. The Toronto Blue Jays, although they played their guts out and did what they needed to do, have unfortunately been eliminated from postseason play with the Boston Red Sox. Damn Red Sox! Beating the Washington Nationals, thus nailing that final nail in the coffin for the Blue Jays' playoff hopes. Yeah, it's a massive bummer, but the way I look at it is, the Jays, they're still a young team. They had no home for the beginning of the season. They played through a lot of adversity, and to be able to play meaningful baseball games this late into the year is fantastic. For those of you who don't follow baseball, you don't care. So that's cool. Welcome to the Geeky Basement. We've got some really fun things in store for you today, as always. And yeah, let's get to it. The Blue Jays, I'm wearing this hat in their honor. It's tough. It's tough because I really, you root for the teams, but that's just going to give me more fuel for the new DFA podcast or live stream that I'm going to be doing with Tommy K. That's right, our friend. Everyone, let's say it. Shut up, Tommy. That's right. He and I we're going to be doing a sports podcast. We're going to be talking about all things sports ball, and it's going to be a lot of fun. So for those of you who don't like Star Wars or aren't as into Star Wars as much, I'm looking at you, Sean. Then we're expanding a little bit there. We're broadening that horizon, and I keep moving my hands. Moving my hands. Anyways, I've had a really busy week. I hope you have as well. It was a good week. I was working, doing lots of things, shooting extra videos. We've got some really, really disgusting, well, not disgusting. It was disgusting for me just tasting some of this food. But we've got the KD challenge up. The footage is shot, and it's going to be sent away for editing, and can't wait to share it with all of you soon. So we've got that on the books. I was shooting 2 different shows this week, so my head is kind of spinning back and forth between the 2 of them. And in fact, tomorrow morning I'm going to shoot another, finish off one of the shows that I've been working on this week. And yeah, so for those of you who are new here, welcome to my geeky basement. I am Paul Sun-Hyung Lee, as I said that before, and you probably know that. And this is Funboxing Sundays, where basically all I do is open up some really cool collectibles. I do a half-ass review, and we nerd out together. That's about it. So, if you're enjoying what you're seeing, please consider hitting that subscribe button, clicking like, and pressing that notification bell so you know when a new video is dropping. And there's going to be a whole whack of videos coming very, very soon. So, without further ado, let's move on and see who is in the basement tonight. We've got all of our regulars in the house. We've got Christopher Colvin, Tommy K, shut up, Rooster 73R, we've got Rebecca Martello, Mike Wan, Robert Donatello, Anton Attard, hey, welcome back, buddy, we've missed you the last few weeks, Joe Chufuk, Melissa K, hey, all the way from Sweden, hello, and we have Mel Dade, hello, how are you, Mel? We have Tom in the basement, Vanessa C, Sean P, yes. Don't worry, my friend. I think you're going to really, really enjoy that sports podcast. I keep calling it a podcast. It's a live stream. Live stream, podcast, potato. It's going to be fun. And for those of you who don't like sports ball, I think it's going to be fun for you as well, because it's a great chance to... we're going to go into in-depth. We're going to talk in-depth about sports ball, and I think you'll really enjoy it. Anyways, that's the goal, to make it inclusive and fun for everybody. Just like Sean has to sit through all the Star Wars stuff and all the sci-fi stuff, you can sit through a little bit of sports ball stuff. I think it'll be lots of fun. We have Aaron S. in the basement, the Northern Nerdcast. Hello. We also have Hip Hoptimus Prime. I love saying that name online. I love it. We have Ian Duncan in the basement. You're going to miss a bit of this, but you're going to be back from Louisiana. Oh, hey. Nice. I wonder what's the weather like in Louisiana. You're back from Louisiana. You're in Louisiana. Now you're back home. So where is home? And how is Louisiana? Hope it was well. Brandy Woods. Hello, Brandy. How are you? And we have the Global Health Science Institute from Southern New Mexico in the basement. As always, hello, how are you? GenePay05, happy Funboxing Sunday. Thanks for dropping by again. Yeah, I know, the Red Sox, right? Robert, the Red Sox. I'm just going to take a bit of a break here. The Jays, they needed to sweep the Baltimore Orioles, one of the worst teams in baseball, to get a chance for a play-in to get into the playoffs. And, as much as we lament that, I mean, there was a big series against the Yankees that they should have won. They could have controlled their own destiny, but they lost that series. And, that's the thing. Rule of thumb is if you have to depend on other people to help you out, you're going to be disappointed. That's all I'm going to say. So, let's move on here. I'm not bitter about it at all. Not at all. Not at all. Val A's in the basement. We have Daniel. Hey. How are you? How was... Oh, no, you didn't go to the toy fair in Mississauga. That's right. You had our friends poach for you. That's even better, my friend. You made money and you had people shop for you, which is great. Sons of Sparta 99. Hey, thank you so much. Yeah, the new cases, they're coming along. I wanted to actually start putting things into them and actually putting up the displays, but I realized it would all be for nothing because I still need to drill holes in the tops of those cabinets because they have holes to put LED lights through or cables through, but they're not big enough. So I've got to somehow get up there, and I have to wire the whole thing up. So hopefully this week I'll get a chance to catch up on that because last week I was busy working. So there you go. Life got in the way. But thank you so much. It's going to look super boss by the time we get there. Oh, and speaking of super boss, so last week I had a different sort of camera setup because I was unboxing the ED209, the ED209 from Robocop, which is just up there now, and it just barely fits. And the Robocop figure itself, and a lot of you might remember that I had a little bit of difficulty because the batteries in one case they had gone bad, and they had sort of were leaking, and there was some corrosive material in there, and I didn't have the right kind of batteries because they use really weird sized batteries, and I have a lot of batteries, but just not the weird size that they had. So anyways, got all that stuff. We're going to be going through that, but I was playing on some camera angles, and I've got a new camera angle right here. So now you can see, this is what I see. Hello! This is how I'm working from. So I got my Gatorade here. I've got my unboxing sort of table here. You see I've got the two dual scenes set up. I've got my camera, my main camera here, the mic here. This is the webcam over here. I got my lights. And right behind it, I have a plethora of like my lightsabers. And I've got Black Series 6-inch figures back there, and I've got all the Hot Toys and the Sideshow collectible 1/6 scale figures right back there, because I had to get them out of the way. So they will be on display back here within the next week. Fingers crossed. Anyways, here we go. We've got my bad. Lamb of God is in the basement. That's Daniel's brother. Are you the older brother or the younger brother? I'm getting younger brother vibes from that, but we'll find that out later on. Let's see, Colleen Lou, hello. That is my dear friend Colleen is in the basement. Thanks for dropping by, and yeah, yay, here we go. We're gonna keep going. Joe Galati is in the basement. Kenny C3, Kenny. I've got something for you. I got your package. Thank you so much for sending it to me. I love it. I love it. So thanks. We'll talk about that a little bit later on. Bitter Trolls in the basement. You made it. Don't worry. Napping with your kitty cat. That's lovely. Louis Libitz is in the basement. Yoko is in a... Hello, Yoko. How are you? Hope you're doing well. And Linda Muvik. Hello. How are you? Welcome. Let me see. John Carmen is in the basement. Yeah, thanks for the shelves. They pop. They're nice. No focus this week, but I'll probably throw a couple in because I might want to hold up something to this camera. So focus. Oh, see? Already. There you go. That'll get your fix there. Damaged Queen is in the basement. And Blue Dragon Ray is in the basement. Bring back the ass cam. Thank you, Daniel. Keeping it classy as always. I'm Rumi. Hey, how are you? My Sunday is treating me quite well. How's your Sunday treating you? Welcome, and you're a new member too. Thank you so much for signing up last week. And Yeah, I hope I straightened up. Hip Optimus Prime says, I hope you straightened up that rat nest of wires under there. Uh, Once I get everything set up, there will be some massive cable management that will be happening. I guarantee you. And somebody's mentioned Claude Lemieux. Wow, that's old school hockey. That's old school hockey, right there. Michael Valenzuela is in the basement. All right, so Mike, here we go. I'm feeling like this episode is missing a touch of bitter. How could we make our lives more bitter? Well, it's funny you should ask that, Mike. If there was only some way to get this message out. There it is. Right there. That's right. If you like, well, it's not this hat. But if you like to get branded merch, like this bitter hat and I left the hat upstairs, my represent hat, please visit www.bitterasiandude.com/merch. And I know I dated myself by saying www, but go visit it, go check that site out. We've got the hats that are available, and yeah, put in an order. Or if you're going to the Niagara Falls Comic Con on October the 29th and 30th, I will be there as a guest of the con, and I'll be bringing some merch for sale there, and it's going to be special limited edition merch. We're talking, I don't want to spoil the surprise yet, but they are the hats in a very, very specific color. So, that I'll remind all of you of that later on. So that, excuse me, wow. So that's that shameless plug out of the way, right? I'm going to let that scroll around a little bit on the bottom there, too. Yes, those better hats are fine quality, too. That's right. They're New Era hats. It's a company that I really enjoy. This is a New Era hat. I got this hat from MLB.com. I always liked I always loved the quality of a New Era hat. And this is really nice. It's very reminiscent of the Armed Forces hat that they had. The Blue Jays had like maybe 4 years ago that I could never ever get my hands on. And so finally this one came out, which is very close. And so pulled the trigger on it because you have to treat yourself. That's right. Okay. Let us see what is what here. Okay. Let me get rid of this. Wait, let me do this. There we go. It's gone. And let's do one of these too. While we're here, I want to say thank you to all the Bitter Brigade officers. For those of you who've purchased memberships, thank you so much from the bottom of my heart to you for helping to support this channel. Now, for those of you who aren't members of this channel, well, you might want to consider becoming a member. There are 2 levels that are being currently offered right now. You can check out my YouTube channel page there, and you can see there's information under the memberships tab. You can go there under, it's under the community tab. And click on that, and there will be a whole mess of information for you to just sort of click through. And basically, a membership is you're basically paying for extra content. It's a little, you get some bonus perks like being able to enter into certain contests and to see get first access to videos and access to members only live streams, and for example the chats, being able to participate in the chats right now. So that's something I think we're really putting together a lot of things that are going to be quite fun for the members. And of course, if you choose not to, that's cool too, because there's still going to be plenty of content for everybody else out there, because I want I want to reward people for believing in me and in this channel, and wanting to invest in it, because all the money raised for memberships goes directly back into creating content for this channel. And I think once you see what we do and what we're about, you'll be happy. You'll be happy. I'm happy. I'm happy. But anyways, for me to everybody else, thank you so much for all of that. Here we go. Thomas D has just joined up as a new member. Thank you so much, my friend Thomas. Welcome to the Bitter Brigade, my friend. Yeah, and this is what I love too. Everybody here sort of welcoming the new members. It is a very warm, it is a very generous, it's a very accepting group, and that's what I love about all of y'all. So thank you so much for all that. Okay, let us move on. Let's take care of some business from last week. Now, I was mentioning this before. We did have this Robocop figure right here. This 1/6 scale Robocop from Hot Toys, right? And it was super duper cool, except for the fact that the batteries that came in this remote control were, well, first of all, they were of a size that I didn't have. And then the batteries that go into the back compartment here, especially, were of a size I didn't have. Well, I went out and I got those batteries, and I was able to sort of insert them and check it out. And so test this out. This is the 1/6 scale Robocop from Hot Toys. It's die-cast metal. It's heavy, very, very posable, interchangeable faces, and you can interchange the chest plate and make it from battle damage and this and that. And I said next week or this week today that we would actually check out the focus. Okay, there you go. We were going to check out the remote control and see what it did. So here we go. We're going to see what this sounds like. Let's do it. Let's do it. Is this the right one? Why does this always happen to me? Robocop. Because nothing can be easy, right? Nothing can be easy. Nothing. Hold on a second. Perhaps I should make sure it's turned on. It's turned on. We can do this. Hey, let's do this now. Let's look at this overhead cam. Now, this came with a really neat sort of magnetic sort of stamp thing to lift off the back plate. And here you have the battery access here. And there's a switch that's supposed to be here. And there. Okay, it's on. Oh, now you... Awesome. So everybody could hear that. That's a sound quote. There you go. And this is supposed to be something that works here when you click onto this remote.
Stay out of trouble.
There we go.
Drop the gun. You are under arrest.
Nice.
General Ryan, you're coming with me.
These are actual sound bites from the movie.
Come quietly or there will be trouble.
There you go.
Thank you for your cooperation.
Thank
Good
you.
night.
Good night.
Serve the public trust. Protect the innocent. Uphold the law. Stay out of trouble. Drop the gun. You are under arrest.
So there's about...
General Ryan, you're coming with me.
There you go. There's about 6 sound bites directly from the movie. We're talking the original Robocop.
Come quietly or there
There
will
be trouble.
trouble.
Right on. So we're talking, there's a couple of, there's 6 sound bites in it in total. They're all sampled from the first movie, Robocop. You can actually sort of hear some of the background music on some of it, on some of the tracks, but that's totally cool. I love it. It must go into some sort of a standby mode because I guess I left it on from this afternoon because I didn't want to have to open it up to turn it on. So what I did, in the middle of a live stream, because that doesn't look professional at all. It's pretty Bush League, in fact. And so, of course, because nothing can be easy in my life, that's it. It's another heaping spoonful of hubris. So there we go. So this is the 1/6 scale Robocop from Hot Toys, and again, the sculpt is magnificent. This is a difficult figure to get now because I don't think they're producing them anymore. There's still a few out in the wild there, and if you can get your hands on it, and you like the movie Robocop, you can't go wrong with it. And in fact, I have the NECA 6-inch or 6.5-inch Robocop. It's not NECA. It's McFarlane Toys. It's the Movie Maniac Series 7 Robocop upstairs, and that was one of my favorite sort of 6.5-inch figures. It's now been supplanted by this die-cast metal 1/6 scale Hot Toys Robocop, and he's got the chair. So there's that. So we've caught up on that. So thank you, Robo. Thank you very much. There you go. And thank you again to the Bitter Brigade officers. Really appreciate it. I love that. I love seeing your name scroll across. It just gives me joy. Lots of joy. So we've talked about that. We've caught up on that. There's some other housekeeping stuff. Yes. Let's talk about the Halloween contest that we have coming up. That's right. For those of you, drink again because I keep using the same catchphrase. But for those of you who don't know, we're Bitterasiandude Inc. We're actually running our first ever 90-second horror film contest or challenge, and I'm challenging all of you out there to come up with a 90-second short film and submit it. And For those of you who do submit, you have an opportunity to win some really, really great prizes. We've got the 1/6 scale Sideshow Collectibles, Michael Myers, Freddy Krueger, and Jason Voorhees up. First place is Freddy. No, first place is what was it? Was Michael Myers, and then Freddy Krueger, and then Jason Voorhees is in third place. And that was based on the polls that I had up there in the community section on the old channel site. So the rules and regulations are there. Just on the home page for Bitterasiandude Inc. on the channel. Go onto the community tag. There's new listings there. I've got a sample. I've posted a sample of the movie that my family and I shot during the pandemic last year. I shot it on my iPhone. We edited on my iPhone. It's quick. It's simple. It's lots of fun. And I challenge you to do the same. And what we're going to do is we're going to take all these submissions. Hopefully, if people want to enter, we'll take them, and the top 3 will win, and we'll have ourselves a mini film festival. And Funboxing Sunday, I think, for the 31st, actually, is on Halloween. So I've got a special Funboxing Sunday planned for everybody. We've got giveaways. We're going to do the 30-second film. We're going to announce the winners. And in fact, we're going to have them hopefully join us on this live stream so we can chat a little bit with them and what inspired them to make their movies. And we also have a number of great giveaways. I've got some stuff that I've been collecting based on some of the poll answers that I sort of put down on our channel a few weeks ago. So again, visit the community tab on the Bitterasiandude Inc. channel site. Just click on that, and there's a whole mess of information. And again, just as a reminder too, to be able to submit a film for this contest, you need to be a Bitter Brigade commander. That's one of the stipulations there. But there's a whole list of rules. But look at it this way: think of it as an entry fee, and you could, with a $5 investment, you could win a fantastic prize that is worth well over 300 Canadian dollars, or like $20 American. I'm just kidding. It's worth more than that American, but these are really spectacular prizes that were provided by the fantastic geniuses over at Sideshow Collectibles. It's their own line of 1/6 scale figures, and I think 2 weeks ago I did an unboxing of them. Go check that out on the I keep wanting to say the website, on the channel page. It's a Funboxing Sunday. I believe it's episode 17, but check it out. You can see the quality of it, and of course links are listed below if you want to look at the Sideshow Collectible website themselves. Kenny sees going. Oh no, where's he going? Oh, family dinner. Okay. All right, if you can come back, come back. But if not, watch the replay. I think you'll like it. Thanks, Kenny. Have a good night. Okay. I talked about the movie challenge. It's so professional. I'm so prepared, right? I talked about the film challenge. The rules are there on the website. Did Robocop. Here's the other thing. Coming up soon, we are planning to have our first ever private live stream for Bitter Brigade Commanders. It's an AMA. It's an Ask Me Anything. And I believe we had that set for October the 8th, which is this Friday. I'm just double checking here. Tommy, help me out here. Did I do that? Where is it? Yeah, here we go. AMA. Yeah, it is. Friday, October the 8th. We do have that. It'll be the first ever Ask Me Anything. So I'm going to put up a post in the community tab. And again, you've got to be a Bitter Brigade commander to watch it. Or for the first one, just make you a member. You can be a lieutenant or commander for the first one. And then you'll see you might want to upgrade to a commander after this AMA. But I'll put up a post in the tab and write some questions down there, and I'll try to have them ready for you. We'll go through them and see which ones we can answer. But it'll be an Ask Me Anything, and I think it'll be a lot of fun. So again, it'll be this Friday. We'll decide on a time that's good for everybody. I'll throw up another poll to see what time works for everybody, and we'll go off of that again. Okay. So this Friday, October the 8th, 2021, time to be determined by all y'all. It'll be up in the community tab on Bitterasiandude Inc. And go vote for that, and write your questions in the comments section, and we'll have lots of fun on Friday. Okay. All right. Let's move on now. Finally, old man, it's 7:26 and you haven't unboxed anything. And for that, I apologize. A lot of housekeeping. I'm still rather shook from the Blue Jays yet again. No, that wasn't fair. That's not fair. I am a little bit disappointed that the Jays aren't going to be going into the postseason. I love baseball, but hey, you know what? Hockey season's starting up, so that's cool. Cause then I can watch the Leafs disappoint me. Sorry, there's no bitter vitriol there, not one bit. But boy, they better win. Anyways, so this week for Funboxing Sundays, we have where do I put Robocop? I know. I'm gonna put it back in there for now. You can see my butt. Yes, I'm sorry for those of you who have weaker constitutions. You have to stare at my big fat butt. Sorry about that. We have first up here this beautiful, beautiful Hot Toys 1/6 scale Incinerator Stormtrooper from season 1 of The Mandalorian. Now I've got this. I got this. My wife, my lovely wife, Anna, she got this for me for Christmas, and it's been sitting in a box because I've been waiting to unbox it. And as other things have sort of sprung up in life, this has sort of fallen by the wayside, but I've always been saving it for a very special occasion, and I'm really, really digging it. So we're going to be looking at this beautiful, beautiful thing, and I'm just sort of, here we go. Oh, yes, Yoko, my disappointment does make for such great live stream rants. That's right. Maybe I'll start drinking during the live streams. Maybe we should do that. We should do a drunken live stream where everybody, you don't have to, but it'd be fun if you could. Just sort of... Blah, blah, blah. Aaron S. Value misspelt NFL. The No Fun League? Is that what it stands for? Just kidding. So, we've got this, again, who doesn't remember that iconic scene in season 1 as this figure suddenly appeared, really sort of blowing away all nerds who played video games in the Star Wars universe, because this is a character that was canon just in the games, and to see it brought to life in such a way, such a badass way too, on mainstream TV was, at least for me, I mean, I was so happy, I was shaking. Anyways, so this is, of course, the Incinerator Trooper. It's a variation of the Stormtrooper class. Now, in the original trilogy in the movies, you never really saw any sort of variations of the Stormtrooper. You saw, the most you got was an officer who had a shoulder pauldron. That's right. That's what we called them, Brandy. The shoulder pauldrons to denote rank. And basically, if you saw a Stormtrooper with a big orange sort of like shield or pauldron on his shoulder, that meant he was a squad commander. And that was about it. They didn't have the specialist ones like they're branching out from in like the comic books and in the novels and whatnot, and of course the video games. And so the video games is where they really went to town with all these great different Stormtrooper types, and the Incinerator Trooper was one of them. And he's, you know, as you can see, he's got he's got like red stripes, right? He's got the red pauldron there, a flamethrower, hence the term Flame Trooper, Incinerator Trooper. Flame Trooper was like a sort of an informal nickname for him. But there we go. And so let's look at the box here. We have, of course, this is actual photography of the figure itself. It's got this fantastic flame effect that we'll be looking at. It has your standard cigar box or like a band around it. Right there again, some really stunning photography of the figure itself. I knew this was gonna happen. Anyways, forgive me. We're gonna have to go sideways. And again, there's more of the banding back there, and on the back you have an list of credits for who worked on it, who sculpted it, a warning not to eat any of the small parts, and let's get going. Okay, so putting it off, and as always, we have a beautiful insert of the Incinerator Trooper on the inside in action, and I love, you know, 1/6 scale toy photographers are, I think they're really, really special breed just because they are so ingeniously in the way they pose these, and the way they can get this ash effect working, and how they set up intricate dioramas and effects to make it look like these are full scale people actually sort of acting stuff out. So that's great, and it also speaks to the level of detail of the figures themselves. I mean, look at the shine on the leather here. Like, this is supposed to be a vinyl or a leather material, and it looks exactly like that, right? And right down to the detail of the ribbings. And that's just the picture here. Wait till we open this sucker up. So let's take this out. Yeah, Daniel, you got it. It's a slippery slope, my friend. You know, you have to watch them though, because otherwise, how else will you know what you're missing? Right? Okay, so standard clamshell case. You've got the extra hands for different grips. That is taped down to the box itself. Let's remove this clamshell from the box. And as you can see here as well, we have instructions. I love instructions. I love them. And right here, so we have a tray of hands right here. Just choking on my spit, it's not COVID. Okay, Melissa K, you're leaving? Where's everybody going? Where's everybody going? Melissa, oh, you're visiting your parents. Fine then. Fine. That's good. Have a great visit. Have a great visit. You'll be missed. Catch it on the replay. And so here it is. Wow. This is, I'm loving this, first of all, because, you know, the weapons, first of all, let me just take the instructions off here. Instructions. Oh, you're talking about this proton, the wand tip over here bugging you? Yeah, that's a Spirit Halloween pack. So that tubing came out. It's just, I just had to throw it out of the way there, just so I could get stuff ready for display. Okay, so don't let it bother you too much. So here we go. We have the instructions on how to take the pauldron off and put the tanks on, right? And reattach, and of course the hosiery, and how to do that. How to connect the hoses to the actual thrower itself, and how to connect the flames to the thrower. Right there. And that's why I love the instructions. And what I was talking about before was, so this is what I love. It's this. I mean, it's not an E11 blaster, which we're really used to, but this is the actual, I don't know what the designation for the flamethrower is, but it's cool to see different sculpts and different weapons. Now, this looks like the back end of the E22. This actually looks like an E11 with the extended stock on the back, so you can see how they Frankenstein some of it. And in fact, this bottom part actually is very reminiscent of an E22 blaster rifle from Rogue One, and then they put like a housing over it and shielding and whatnot just to make it look badass. And of course, you know, here's the primer. The little flames come out of here, and the jet fuel gets sprayed out from this end here. But this is what I love. It's like something that is relatively new to Star Wars canon. So I like that. That's really cool to be able to see stuff like that. And we have the backpack that houses the fuel, the fuel tanks, and it's got, look at my God, I love this. Look at the webbing. You've got little, oh my God. You even have little, jeez, look at this. You're leaving little buckles. tiny little buckles that you can snap together. Oh my God. Tiny little 1/6 scale buckles that you can snap together and open up. Look at that. That is incredible. This is a detail. Now, it's also got kind of like an Alice Pack frame on the back to mount the tanks on, which is really, really cool. And you've got the nozzles, controls, and whatnot. Like, this is such a great... It's such a groovy design. Like, I love that. I love that. And it's, you know, somebody who wears a Proton Pack and has had to put it together. This is actually really, really so familiar. And I love... Yeah, I love that detail and just the straps themselves. And you can see why, and I'll say this again, cosplayers will use Hot Toys as a frame of reference when they're doing their own costume builds, because they are so detailed. That's great. Yeah, you know, I've got dainty little, I've got little fingers, so I can do that. I can do that. Could reach in there, so I'm gonna do that. We have this wicked cool flame effect right there. That's awesome. And we have here, we've got different ball joints for the wrists, and then there's two little things here, which are so small. I'm frightened to see what they're for. What the heck is that all about? I don't see anything about them in the instructions. Huh. Okay, well, we'll look at that later on. And then, of course, oh yeah, we have length of hose. It's the hose to connect the tanks to the thrower. Very flexible. And now, here we go. Here's the money shot. Right here. It is the Flame Trooper, the Incinerator Trooper with his baggies to keep him protected. He's got a chest protector. He's got his little booty protectors. Booty protector. Yeah, look at that. And this is, geez, it's a foamy material, and it's got like a faux leather to it. It feels like leather. It doesn't feel like vinyl. It feels like leather. That is really cool. That's really cool. Yeah, he's got a little pillow back here. It's to stop him from scuffing. Oh, actually, no, it's not a pillow. Usually they do have little pillows, like little pieces of foam back there, but to prevent scratching. But he's cool. And this is, again, a couple of weeks ago, I opened up a Stormtrooper figure, and it was a Rogue One Stormtrooper, and I absolutely fell in love with it. And again, this one is same attention to detail. I mean, I don't know. Here, let's turn on the light here. Can you see? I don't know if you can see, but the focus. Can you see the ribbing? Can you see the ribbing? Come on, focus. There we go. There's ribbing in the actual material here. Let's switch cameras. There you go, Mike. Focus. Focus. Let's see if we can do this. There. Can you see the detail in the material there? It's that drives me absolutely nuts. I love it. I absolutely love it. And see, I even noticed they have little bits of plastic to protect the ankle joints from and oh my God! So the boots, these boots are made of of a leathery type material. It's like, it's not hard plastic. They're not molded, but it's a soft, sort of like a leathery feel. And I have these boots that I use for my TK armor, and that is so cool. And that, you know, they have that kind of that attention to detail, right? Like that little webcam thing I have is kind of garbagey. It's janky. I'm not really happy with it. I might switch back to the ZVE10 here, but look at the there we go. But look at the paint job on the boots too. They're scuffed up. Like, that's legit weathering. Right? If my gigantic hand wasn't behind it and you just sort of saw it on the ground, you would think that it's like a real shoe or a boot. They're not made for walking. Those boots are made for torching. Torching rebel scum with the incinerator. Anyways, yeah. And I have got the Incinerator Trooper helmet right back there. See? So I think what I'm going to do is, the plan is to have, once the Hot Toys married up to the helmets as well. And it'll make for a nice display, especially when it's under the light. Spare no expense. It'll be great. But I'm digging this. Let's switch back here. I'm digging this too. The utility belt, drop boxes. They're even, good lord, they even attach the way I attach them for my TK armor. I love this little detail right here. They've left the thermal detonator off. God, it's so blown out. It's such a wash. Anyways, let's take a look at, yeah. There. So you can see there's usually a tube that's here. And that's the thermal detonator. So they've removed that. I think also as well because it would get in the way of the actual, backpack being in place. So they've probably removed it for that reason. It's just like it's a practical reason as well. And one thing I'm actually kind of surprised at is they don't have any sort of magnets to help lock it in place. It looks like it's just the shoulder straps that do that. And should I try to put the backpack on? Fumble about for like 15 minutes, cursing and swearing and crying at the end of it? Sure, why not? Let's do it. His booty is blown out. Thanks, Bitter Troll. Thank you. So I'm gonna move the head, take off the pauldron, and then you actually have to put it on like a real backpack. So his arms have to go back. There we go. And then you have to, I gotta use that little clip thing at the front. It wouldn't be Funboxing if I didn't. Thanks, Val. There we go. Now it is connected. And then I can put the pauldron back on. Pauldron. Okay, just stick the heat back on. There we go. There. And there we have. Ta-da! He's got his Imperial backpack. He's got his fuel gauge on his back. Yeah, that's cool. And you can actually, you can adjust straps. I just tightened the straps on this. Okay, that's boss. Like tiny 1/6 scale workable straps. My cup runneth over. My cup runneth over. This is so wizard. I'm loving it. Loving it. And then I can take the where's the hose? Where's the hose? Where did I put the hose? Oh, here it is. The hose. Hose goes. These go. The small one goes here. And the bigger ones go here. Oh, Northern Nerdcast. The wizard quote comes from Phantom Menace. That's so wizard, Annie. That's yeah, and it was funny because I remember having a discussion with Dave Filoni, the maker himself, and he used that term too. And I thought, oh, I thought I was the only one who was doing that as well. But there you go. So you got, and this piece hooks up to right back here. Like so. So now we have him with the flamethrower that goes around underneath. To here, you gotta switch hands. I have to switch hands. Gotta switch hands. Have to switch hands. Because, everyone, nothing can be easy. So I'm going to switch the hands. It's got to be. It's got to be the hand with the trigger, with the special kung fu grip. Whoopsie. You. Look at this. Bicep armor comes right off. Right? So here's an example of. This is, I have a TK or Stormtrooper armor, and this is bicep. This is a bicep not the bicep, the forearm piece. Forgive me. And it's shaped like this, and you literally do. You just, it slides up through here, right? And it's attached actually with black strapping through there. And so, man, that is so cool. That is so cool. Let's see, try to get this. Get you in there. No pressure. No pressure. No pressure. Everyone's watching, that's all. Everyone's watching you fail. Yeah, I know. What'd you do? Oh, I watched an idiot try to stick a hand on a doll for about an hour. Well, 30 seconds, then I switched. And I watched a different YouTube video about a pig riding a monkey riding a pig. There we go. And now this goes in. I swear to God, I had it. It was in. I heard it click. Nice save, old man. Okay, he's in. It's in. That's in. That's not falling out. It only falls out when I try to put the gun in the handle in the. There we go. There we go. Finally. Yeah, the flame does look like rock candy, doesn't it? It does. It does. And it actually just kind of fits in. And I just... Okay. The armor makes the mobility. I think some of you who do collect 1/6 scale figures. The armor makes the mobility of the figure a little challenging at times. And so you got to remember where and how to bend it. It's like you're actually... It's very realistic in that sense. But the flames fit... Just goes in like that. And but I'm going to do that later because I right now I'm just... I want to quit while I'm ahead, basically. So, there you go. And, oh yes, of course, we have underneath here all this. We have the standard, you've got your standard case, like platform. But you know what's missing? Oh no. I was like, you know what's missing? The crotch grabber. But here it is. The crotch guard is there. It's the crotch assist. And yeah, so I saw this Incinerator Trooper, and he immediately became one of my favorites from the show. And there we go. And you just sort of, you put him right, open your legs, there you go. And it just sort of, it aids in terms of catching there. But this is it. This is the Flame Trooper right there. I'm going to properly pose him later on and put him up in the cabinet alongside the Incinerator Stormtrooper's helmet where he belongs. So this is it, the Once a Skill Hot Toys Incinerator Stormtrooper in all its glory. And again, you know, I think I have a thing for I do not think, I know. I've got a thing for Stormtroopers, the different variants I have on pre-order through Sideshow Collectibles, like the Artillery Trooper, the Stormtrooper Commander. I've got the Jedha Stormtroopers, the Rogue One Troopers. I've got the Remnant Stormtrooper. There's something about the armor and the design that has stuck with me since I was a kid. And yeah, they can't hit the broadside of the barn. And yeah, the armor, it's questionable whether it does more good than harm. But it was such a striking image when I was a kid that I loved it. And I always wanted to get like a Stormtrooper helmet. And now I got a couple. But I'm fine. It's all good, right? It's all good. It's all good. And yeah, like I just love this different variation. It's literally, you know, it's what the toy industry does a lot of too, right? It's like you have a base model and then you just put different color variations on it, right? It's like new Malibu Stacy now with hat. It's kind of like that, except in this case, I mean, the paint job is really cool. It's aside that, but like the weaponry is different too. The Artillery Trooper, he's got a mortar. You actually see them use the thermal detonator, which is what I love. Yeah, stuff like that is just, for me, it captures my imagination. And then they have like Scout Troopers and AT-AT drivers and Snow Troopers and Jet Troopers and Sith Troopers and Heavy Gunner Troopers and blah, 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 blah. But, you know, it's like, it's a never-ending geek tax. But it's one that I love paying. So this is one of my Christmas gifts from the love of my life. Anna, thank you so much for the lovely Christmas gift. I'll cherish it forever. So I'm gonna put this. I'm gonna put you. Here. You know what? I'm gonna see if I can put this. The helmet's too big. It won't fit in the case. Oh my god! You can't. I gotta. Yeah, I gotta figure something out. It'll fit like this. There you go. There you go. Huh? Huh? Yeah. Good enough. Alright. So that's that. How was everybody's week? Has everybody been having a good week so far? The weather here was great. It started, you know, fall has fallen. It started to rain a little bit over the last couple of days. Like today was kind of rainy and whatnot. But, I'm, you know, and it got warm. It got really weirdly warm. But I'm digging fall weather. I'm digging fall weather. What's your favorite season? What is your favorite season? Let me know in the comments. I mean, summer's great and all, but you know, after a certain point, I don't take well to heat. I often melt in the heat, and I don't dig that. I don't dig that. Fall for me is my favorite, just because you're going from torchingly hot to cooling down, and I like that. I love that feeling of just cooling down. That's fun for me. And you know, spring is good because you're going from cold to warming back up, but there's something about the fall that I really, I quite like. That I quite like. What do you got there? So fall by far is the best. Cool, but not too cold. That's right. Hey, Steve 3 is in the basement. What's up, my friend? How are things in Vancouver? Hope you're doing well. Sean P, this hot weather in LA is for the birds. Give me sweater weather any day. Yeah, it doesn't really get that cold in Los Angeles, does it? Fall in Michigan. Unfortunately, you're in Colorado, Christopher. Well, that's okay. I mean, you guys, you get snow like 9 months out of the year like Canada, right? So... you go. Fall's your favorite, but you don't like to talk. John says, fall is my favorite, but I don't like to talk about it until late September. Well, it is October, my friend. It is the beginning of one of my favorite months of the year, simply because October means baseball playoffs. It means the start of the hockey season. It means the NFL has been going, and the NBA is starting up too. But really, it's because Halloween is in October. Winter, Damage Queen saying winter is supposed to be one of the coldest ever this year. Huh. Alright. Well, you know, like the way it used to be. Winter used to always be cold. And then suddenly got warmer. But now it kind of feels like with climate change, everything's been pushed by about a month or two. So like we don't get really cold weather until a little bit later, and it sort of infringes upon the really hot weather. And the really hot weather starts later on and then pushes into when it's supposed to cool down. Anyways, Daniel, I'm born on the winter solstice, so by default, winter. Winter is okay. Winter's good. I used to love winter till I had to start shoveling snow. That sucks so hard. I hate shoveling snow. We got a snowblower. The only thing is, one, it's corded. It's like an electric one, so there's a cord, which is fine. First world problems. But sometimes, if we're taking the snowblower out, it means it snowed so much, we have no place to put the snow. That's the other thing. We live in East York. There's not that much room between the houses, and there's not much room on the streets. So it's like, where do you put the snow? Because you can't throw it onto the street. Tommy K loves winter for snowboarding. Steve 3, yes, October means 90-second horror movie time. Get your entries in. Again, all you Commander members out there, please get your entries in. The prizes are fantastic. I'm really excited to see what y'all come up with, because I know you're a bunch of geniuses, and really, you know, at the end, just have fun with it. The movie that we made was, again, we shot it in half an hour. It was this, you know, kind of silly, kind of fun, but just stretch yourself, and you'd be surprised at what you can come up with. So I'm going to say, please, enter, because right now we've got just a few entries in, so your chances of winning are very high by default, right? To the beautifulest words in the English language, default. But don't win by default. Let's make it a contest. All right, what do we have next? We are going to be opening up. Yes, right. This. We've got this up here. This is from Shout Factory. It is one of their limited edition movie deals again. And this time around, I missed it last week, but we are talking about this particular movie, the Steelbook, The Battle Beyond the Stars. Roger Corman's Battle Beyond the Stars, a blatant ripoff of The Magnificent Seven, which was, again, a remake of The Seven Samurai. But this was, they took that Western and they put it in space, starring John Boy from the Waltons. No. George Peppard, and a whole whack of other B-list actors. Those of you with an eagle eye, notice the iconic ship here, which I've forgotten the name of, that was infamously shaped after a woman's chest. So there you go. It is a Roger Corman movie after all, and so this is the limited edition Steelbook case. It's a 2K remaster. It's not 4K, so it is Blu-ray, but they did clean up the image. It is a new 2K scan of the interpositive film, and we actually have audio commentary by writer John Sayles and producer Roger Corman, and a whole bunch of other extra features including an interview with actor Richard Thomas. Yeah, right on. But I do remember watching this movie on television as a child and really liking it. Probably because of the fact that I didn't realize they were ripping off Magnificent Seven, and so like that's just a classic story, which I loved. And it was in space, which was another thing I loved. And hey, they had a bunch of very suggestive looking costumes on a lot of people, which as a young boy growing up, I loved as well. And of course, this came with the limited edition NECA figure. Right, now I'm going to move this box out of the way because this is actually getting... And I love this. The obscure sort of NECA figures here. The figure Battle Beyond the Stars from NECA and Scream of Valkyrie. Saint X-Men. Right there. The one character. Shad must scour the cosmos to recruit mercenaries from different planets and cultures in order to save his peaceful home planet from the threat of evil tyrant Sador, who's bent on dominating and enslaving the entire universe. Joining this magnificent seven of mercenaries are the deadly Gelt, carefree cowboy, and the sexy Valkyrie Saint X-Men. Includes Laser Blaster. So, again, this is shameless. Shameless in terms of how it's ripping off Magnificent Seven. But hey, if you're going to rip off a movie, why not? Why not go for one of those? And, it probably doesn't hold up as well. It's probably a bit cheesy. It's probably a bit corny. I mean, George Peppard is in there, and he's chewing up the scenery from what I remember. And even as a kid, I remember him kind of going, he seems a little over the top. But, George Peppard from the A-Team, he was doing his thing. He was cashing in. He was post-Banishek years. And this is him sort of, playing a role that really didn't stretch him that much, but he obviously had a lot of fun playing. So, there you go. But you got to check this out. Val A. I don't know about this film, but now I want to watch it it reminds you of Flash Gordon. Oh, yeah. This is right up there with it, but, it's not without its charm. And you also have Robert Vaughn, who's in this movie, who's actually playing the exact same character he played in The Magnificent Seven, because he was in that movie. So that's another fun bit of trivia there. So here you go. Yeah, check this out. Battle Beyond the Stars. This, again, this was one of my favorite... Not favorite. I'm not going to say that. This is a movie I very much enjoyed when I was a kid because it was a great popcorn movie. You can put it on, set it to forget it. You can roll your eyes, you can groan, you can marvel at the really cheap special effects, but they got it made. And it's a perfect Roger Corman movie, right? There you go. So, we have that. Oh, of course. What would it be without this? The limited edition lithograph print. Go on. There we go. Battle Beyond the Stars. It is a limited edition. Now, those of you who have been watching Shao know I've been burned in the past, where I was supposed to get a limited edition poster, and I believe it was for They Live, and they got another poster for Prince of Darkness instead, I think. So, let's see. Yes, that's right, Vanessa. Good memory. Let's see if I got the actual lithograph. Drum roll, please. I don't know. Cutting away from myself. Life safety. Here we go. Oh, it is. It is. Oh, it is lovely too because it's I like it because it is I'm an idiot. Yeah. I'm holding it up like this. I've got a flat table right here. It is a horizontal. It's a horizontally oriented poster, and you don't get that a lot. A lot of times it's just the vertical movie poster, but I like this. And of course, there he is, Robert Vaughn. The bad guys are on the one side in the dark, with their gigantic cruiser, which looks a little bit like a match between an Imperial Star Destroyer and a Rebel Blockade Runner. Right? Everything's derivative of everything else. And here we go. Our heroes. George Peppard. This is a really cool race of beings who have no eardrums. Remember, there's a great scene where the bad guys are rolling up on the one town, and they're just slaughtering everybody with a sonic weapon. And these two do not have eardrums, so they are not affected by it. Anyways, it's a very, very stirring moment in the movie. I quite like. You know what? I want to watch this again. It is October. Fear Fest is on AMC, so you got like AMC's just basically turned into the Halloween channel, because I think they've run Halloween, Halloween Resurrection, Halloween: The Return of Michael Myers, like in repetition, like in rep for like all weekend. That's all you've seen. I've turned on and I've watched it. I don't know how many times now over the weekend. They're the cut versions because it's AMC, but it's my favorite time. Scary movies, silly scary movies, cheesy scary movies. Go out and enjoy it. That's what this month is about. And it's like a cosplayer's paradise, because you can dress up and no one's gonna bat an eye, because 'tis the season. Love it, love it, love it, love it. Let me see. What do we got here? Good Lord, why does this ship look like a uterus? It's a good question. That is a very good question, Melissa. Okay. That's right. Like to do the Christmas story during the holiday season, the Christmas season, Bitter Troll. They just run them in rep. Ad nauseum, ad infinitum. That's cool. I'm going to put this back in its protective case. And I gotta find a way. I need to laminate these, or put them frame them, and put them all up. Maybe if I ever get a studio space. Fingers crossed. We get enough members and we sustain it for long enough. We will. I want to do something new here. I meant to put up make a graphic for it and stuff like that, but the date kind of got away from me. And this is something. It's a new segment I want to call "Why Did I Buy This?" Why? And so, because we're all kind of guilty of that, right? Like you see something and at first you kind of go, "Oh my God, that's so cool." It's not really something that I dig, but I think it's so cool. I think I'm gonna grab that, and the price was right, and so I bought it. And then immediately after, you kind of like, "Oh, okay." You open it up, and you kind of like, "Why did I buy this?" So here it is right now. Why did I buy this? This was offered by a friend in a collector's group who goes out shopping, and he just threw it up there and he said, "Hey, does anybody want any of these?" Now, I'm not a huge Batman fan. Like, I like Batman, right? I'm not crazy about Batman. I think he's okay. I love the Frank Miller Dark Knight Returns series. I like all those different iterations of Year One Batman. Like, I like dark, brooding Batman. I'm not a big fan of campy Batman. And, you know, to be honest, yeah, I did like the Tim Burton Batman from 1 and 2, right? Batman and Batman Returns. Then it kind of went off the rails and went kind of crazy. And I do like the Christopher Nolan Batman. So, okay. TL, too long didn't read. I like Batman, but I don't love Batman. And for me to go out and get something like this, or to say, yeah, sure, I'll buy it, I will, you know, is kind of a head scratcher. I think I kind of got caught up in the whole sort of nostalgia thing, because I think this Batarang replica. I mean, this font here, this is from the Tim Burton Batmans, right? And you know, it's a NECA product. And yeah, okay, it's NECA, and it was like, I don't know how much it was. Was it like $15, $20, around there? So it didn't break the bank or anything. So I thought, okay, let's do that. And yeah, Bitter, so you like the Batman villains better than the Batman. Batman's pretty cool. You know, hey, Mike from Bad Wolf Media, welcome to the basement. You're okay with thinking Batman Forever and Batman and Robin aren't that great? They're not Tim Burton. That's right. Joel Schumacher took over, and the Batman got weird. The Batman got too dark in the fights, couldn't follow the fight choreography. The stories became a real weird sort of grab bag mix. Batman had nipples on his armor. And so, yeah. So, this came up, and in a fit of nostalgia or whatever, and I thought, hey, it's cool because it's the Batarang and folds up. I went, okay, pulled the trigger, got it. So I got this thing, and I was like, yeah, and I opened it up, like I look at it, and it says right here, like, it's authentic movie detailing, right? And it's 7 inches across, and it's got magnetic extending, and and what does that say? And folding feature. It's got it's magnetized, right? So like, yeah, let's do it. So I opened it up. You ready for this? You ready? Here you go. Oh yeah, there you go. Forgot about me, didn't ya? So I opened it up, and it came in this weird sort of like, okay, what is this? What? Okay. It comes in a clamshell, and it's here, and I'm like, okay, it's first of all, it's the displaced bend, and it's a vac pull of like ABS. You're like, oh, okay, that's it's a tight enough pull. They got enough sort of detail out of it, right? Kind of cheap. What do you want? And you go, oh, okay, here we go. And you think, oh, this is really cool. It's like a really cheap plastic. It's almost hollow. And yeah, I was really like, I know it only costs $15 maybe, but I was kind of like, that's it? Like the paint application on this is very, very basic. And in fact, it's bent. This is bent here. This tip is bent from sitting in the box for too long. I don't know. Right? And it's so simply done. And you're right. This is like, I'm afraid of even flipping it open because it feels like it'll just break. So I remember thinking, right? How appropriate. How appropriate. It just... And you can't even really store it anywhere because these are sharp. These are actually sharp enough to, like, you could scratch yourself with these. And if you're, like, trying to play, like, cosplay with them, like, and these corners here, like, it's like, what the hell is this? What is this? Yeah. Like, even throwing it's weird. So, this for me was a definite, like, why'd I buy this? Like, I don't even know if I want to give it to my kids, because it's sharp enough that I don't want him to hurt himself with this piece of plastic. Anyways, I was very, very underwhelmed by this. Even as a display, like here, just, I mean, that's the display, black on black. Like, you can't even see it, right? It's just, that's the display. So, yeah. Steve wants to, do I get a pouch for your bat belt? No, but someone should punch my pouch with a bat belt for buying this thing. Why'd I buy this? I don't know. So now I know. Stick to your lane. Stick to your lane. It happens. It really, really happens. Every once in a while. So this is, and yeah, this display, I have Stormtrooper armor that is thicker than this. But that's about it. Fancy milk bag cutter. Yes, Joe. Perhaps. And it is weird, Yoko. It's so weird. I don't know why I bought this. I don't know why. Yes. You know what? That's a good way to lose members, Tommy. Hey, here's the next prize giveaway. What if I got Adam West's still alive, right? Is he alive? No, I should get Michael Keaton to try to sign this. He probably cut himself and sue me on it. Anyways, so that's a new feature there. I think I'm gonna do that. I'll call it Why'd I Buy That? Why'd I buy this? It's regret buying. And yeah, Adam West is dead. Okay, I couldn't remember, honestly. So there we go. Moving on now to something I think everybody else will enjoy, and I enjoyed this. This is, I mean, the bar set pretty low, right? You can't really not get any lower than that. But I've got this right here. Let's try this fancy backwards cam. Right there. The Sony EV10 is right back there, and we got right here. This is something I think is a really, really cool line that I was kind of like, oh, it's cute, but I don't know if I really want to collect anything from it. This is the not tiny, I keep wanting to call it Tiny Toons. It's the Toony Terror. Let's try that again. It's the Toony Terrors line of figures from NECA. And what they do is they take these iconic horror figures, like say the twins from The Shining, and they make them sort of cartoony. It is one of these things where at first I went, okay, it's neat, like a cartoony Michael Myers and a cartoony sort of like Jason Voorhees and Freddy Krueger. And I was like, yeah, pass. And then this came out and was like, I must have it. Give it to me. All of them. Jaws is one of my favorite movies of all time. I can say that without a doubt. My parents took me to see this movie at far too young an age. And much like Star Wars, it has really left an indelible mark on my soul, my psyche. The year was 1977, even though the movie came out in 1975. And my parents took my sister and I to go see Jaws in the movie theaters because they didn't want to spring for a babysitter. And back in those days, if they showed a sequel, they would show the first movie in rep with it. So that's why we went to see Jaws in 1977. And the movie theater was so packed, my mom and my sister had to sit separate from my dad and I. And in fact, my mom and sister were down near the front row, and my dad and I were near the middle back, and we couldn't even sit together. So my dad sat behind me. And I'm 5 years old watching this movie about a great white shark eating people off the coast of Amity Island. And I loved it. I loved it. I love. I've gone on record saying how much I love this movie. I've done countless podcasts about my love for Jaws. And so at one point in the movie, for those of you, have a drink. For those of you who don't know the movie, there's a great jump scare in it. Where Richard Dreyfuss's character, he goes into the water to check the hull in the boat, and Steven Spielberg actually, this was an extra shot. Like it wasn't in the original cut of Jaws, but watching the test audiences, he was like, we need one more jump scare right here. So they filmed it actually in Verna Fields, who's the editor of the movie, in her swimming pool in Los Angeles. Anyways, it's a big scare, and my dad. My uppa knew it was coming. I don't know, he could tell. And when the scare happened, he reached over and grabbed me from behind and went, ah! And I fucking lost it. Just, ah! I lost my mind screaming. And the whole, 3 rows, but I just went nuts too. Like screaming. It was like, you give permission for people to scream, and they do. And then the big laugh. And that's when I kind of fell in love with being scared, getting scared at the movies, because you could scream, you could and then when people were laughing, kind of reminded me of, okay, I'm safe, it's okay. And then that kind of opened up a lot of worlds for me, to be able to watch something on the screen, be scared of it, but still know that you're going to be okay. And I love that. So Tommy, as a project manager, I often use the phrase, you're going to need a bigger boat, when trying to explain to bosses why the project can't be done. Ah, yes. I remember on our, my wedding invitation with Anna, we used a variation of that. It says, we're going to need a bigger boat, because so many people were invited. Okay, so I ordered this through Big Bad Toy Store in the U.S., and for an extra $1, you can get them and they'll ship it collector grade, so they'll wrap it in plastic like this to take care of it. And then I, not realizing that, oh yeah, damn, I'm gonna open this. So I could have saved $1, but that's cool. So they've done a fantastic job with it, and it came very, very well packaged. Really, really love the job. Big Bad Toy Store, they do it right. When they're shipping things, they blow Amazon out of the water, although that's not hard to do. They blow a lot of other companies like Zavi. I'm looking at you. You ship stuff in a horrible, horrible manner. Yeah, it's a personal bone to pick with Zavi. Not all the time, but like, you know, if you're dropping over $100 on a premium like Steelbook, or like a collector's edition of like say The Thing, and it shows up and the box is smushed, it's upsetting. It's upsetting, right? Big Bad Toy Store, you pay them an extra $1. They package it really, really well. I've gotten lightsabers sent from them, and the boxes are pristine, which makes it a shame that I have to rip this one open. But I digress. So here we go, Toony Terrors. So you've got Quint versus the Shark, as they call it, or we all know the Shark as Bruce, named after Steven Spielberg's lawyer. I love this case here. First of all, it's got the marquee of the Tiny Toons. I want to keep on call it Tiny Toons, Toony Terrors. But I love the little, you know, it's a popcorn bucket. I thought this was a chum bucket for a second there. And it's got the different marquee there. They have figures here, so you can have Quint by himself with his machete on a piece of the Orca, which is the name of the ship. Or you can have him being eaten by Brucey right there, which is great. Quint does fit in his mouth. There's the pictures right there. And this is what I love too. The back of the theater right there. You've got the Amity Island billboard put there. The no swimming, beach is closed sign in the garbage. Love it. Light, nice little touches to the movie. And here's a close-up of both of them. Tiny Terrors. Toony Terrors. See, I can't even say it right. Toony Terrors. Quint versus the Shark. Ages 17 and plus, and yet it still has a choking hazard warning. The only thing I can say is, because of me, they have a warning. Alright, let's open this up. Let us open this up. I see there's some tape here. So I'm gonna cut it. Zoinks! There we go. I ruined the resale value. I'm a dirty, filthy opener, and I love it. That's right, Mike. Garbage. La-di-da. Dans la poubelle. Oh, and look at this. I like this. Look at that. They even have the little diorama. That's a nice touch. Oxygen, the barrel in the corner, the Orca, the mast, and the barrel. There's another barrel there. I love that. That's so smart. That's clever. That makes you want to keep the box and double the space this thing will take. Oh, yeah. So here we have... Oh, that's gorgeous. So he's got a harpoon. The fin. The fin is separate on Bruce. And Quint, and there's the machete. So you can see what I mean about the cartoon, the stylized version of that. So think of this like with Michael Myers, with Jason Voorhees, with Freddy Krueger. It's this style here. And yeah, I mean, it's if you like it, you like it. That's great. But it's just, there's nothing, and I love those franchises, but nothing about that really spoke to me. This, I think because Jaws is so rare, any sort of Jaws memorabilia now is so rare, I jump at it whenever I see it, right? Sorry, that's me swallowing Gatorade. So there's that. So, you know, this is for me. This is my jam. Jaws is my jam. I love this. So we've got cable ties, which, you know what? Hold on just 1 second while I go grab some stuff. I just like using that. I just like using it. I like using that overlay. Makes me laugh. I went to get some wire cutters because it's faster than unwinding it like a sucker. Right? Just faster. Look at that. Just powering through it, eh? Just powering through it. And then Quint. See, and then they get all clever with these. Shut up, Tommy. Shut up. I didn't want to unwind it. That's the point, Tommy. That's the point. So shut your cake hole. I know. Yoko's asking, have I seen a pic of the Jaws hot dog at Universal Studios Japan? No! There's a Jaws hot dog? Alright, well, I must... There we go. All right, Daniel. Have a good one, buddy. Thanks for stopping by. Show me the way to go home. I'm tired and I want to go to bed. That's right, Vanessa. That was one of my favorite songs when I was a kid growing up. Believe it or not. Believe it or not, I'm walking on air. I never thought I could be so free. Flying away on a wing and a prayer. Now, this is interesting because there is Bruce's, his fin. That's him there. Is it magnetic? No. But I guess if you could, you wanted to do, I guess you would do that. Right? Right? You could do that. So it would be kind of like that in the water, right? So it would be like, he's so big, he does that, and then here's Quint with his machete. And harpoon. Right? And he just kind of goes, and oh, he fits so comfortably in there. He fits so comfortably in there. Right? Dun 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 dun. So he's quite the detail on Bruce is great too. Like, I like the teeth, right? The double rows, right there. The paint job's really decent for what this is, right? In terms of I actually kind of like it, like the little cuts that Bruce actually has, right? And the stuff, the gums are nice quality, and you know, let's take a look at Quint. That's a pretty good sculpt. I like it. That's a great sculpt of Robert Shaw. Right? His hat, too. Very good. Very well done. You know? And then even his shoes. He's got his deck shoes. I said deck. Deck shoes. Get your minds out of the gutter. Alright. So there's that. So again, I'm digging it, of course. How's that? That's kind of macabre. There he is. Quint getting eaten by the shark. Digging that very much. It is 8:30, and I have unboxed pretty much everything I wanted to unbox. Wow, that was fast. You know, last week we went like past 9:40. Now it's just like, this is, slow down, Villeneuve. Like, Grand Prix is next week. Speaking of Jacques Villeneuve, wow. Offshore accounts, eh? Anyways, I'm not going to spread scurrilous lies about that, but read up on the Pandora Papers. Yet another tax haven sort of whistle blown on, which is great. And I think actually Villeneuve if I remember correctly now, he had all that stuff set up well beforehand to help sort of put all the money from his endorsements in. You guys don't know what I'm talking about, so I'm gonna stop. Things that I want to talk about. Let's just bring this little infographic up and see. There you go. I'm going to be at the Niagara Falls Comic-Con, FanFest 21, October 29th and 30th. So if you live in the area or you want to come by and visit, I'll be there Friday night and Saturday afternoon. Friday I'll be there the entire con. The 501st is going to be there, so I'm going to see if I can hang out with some of them too. But I'll be offering autographs and photographs as well. And remember to bring your vaccination passport or proof that you have been double vaxxed, because I don't think they'll let you in otherwise. But you'll get a chance to meet me. I'll be there, and I'll be very happy to be. I'm very happy to be there, and very happy to see you all. This is my first con since the pandemic. Yeah, so I think the last one we did was Fan Expo, where it was like a cast, Kim's Convenience cast sort of gathering. We had 7 members of the cast in a 1 hour long panel, and it was a fantastic time. So yeah, so I'll be there at Niagara Falls Comic Con. So again, I'm going to be charging some prices. I think people asking. I think it's going to be $40 per autograph and $30 for a photograph, like a selfie or a picture, or $60 for both. So you get a bit of a discount there. So I will be there, and again, I will be selling merch. I've got some Bitterasiandude t-shirts, Generation 1, that I still have in stock, so I'm going to be moving those. And again, I'm going to be having a special con edition of the Bitter and Represent hats in a really cool color. Not the black base. We're actually... Okay, I'll tell you. Hopefully we're looking for royal purple colors. So they'll have the yellow and the purple. It'll look like the Los Angeles Kings colors from way back in the day. So Sean, there you go. That's something to keep your eyes open for. Now, let me see. Oh, somebody's asking, Melissa, con in Sweden? I would love to. I'd love to. If I got invited to go to Sweden to be part of a convention there, I would absolutely go. Nice, Mike. Bad Wolf Media. You got triple vax, so you got your booster shot. Cool. And that's right, Lamb of God, King's Throwback. Just got to get them made up. I'm really looking forward to that. Damage Queen, Paul, I checked the site you told me to last week, but I couldn't find an address to send you stuff. Where can we send you fan art? Oh, it's not on, it should be on my website. You can send, you know what, I will post it. I'll post it then. I'll double check, and I'll post it and make sure that you can send it to Bitterasiandude Inc.'s headquarters. We'll get it sent there. But I'll be posting that, or you just hang in there and I'll get that address out to you. Kenny C3, is he still here, or did he bail? He bailed to get to have dinner with his family. Family. Well, this is one of the things that I love about our family, and I'm talking about the Bitter Brigade. One of the things I really enjoy is how generous everybody is and how thoughtful they are. And I know Kenny C3 has been trying to send me something for the last little bit. Kenny, I still haven't gotten your first package. I got to check with my agency because everything's sort of in limbo. Nobody's at the office anymore. In fact, they're giving up that office, so things might have been lost in the shuffle. But it should be somewhere. So I'm gonna get to the bottom of this, and hopefully I'll be able to figure out what happened to that package. But in the meantime, I did get this package from you that was addressed to me. Thank you so much. And Kenny C3, he is a member of the New Jersey Ghostbusters, which is fantastic. He's a fellow ghost head, and he sent me and Andrew Fung a care package. And gonna drop off Andrew's stuff. He's in Hamilton right now shooting his new series, Run the Burbs. Really excited to watch that show. And so, I opened it up, and immediately it was like, smell of home. This is what is in the package. I got a package of Stay Puft marshmallows. You can't get these in Canada. I don't think you can get these in Canada. So I'm really, They smell so nice. And it's like, I want to save them because it's Stay Puft, but then I also want to eat them. So I think we'll end up opening these because they have to be enjoyed. And so thank you for this. And this made me laugh so hard. Kenny C3, this is what I'm talking about in terms of people being so generous. He remembered that when I was in Los Angeles earlier on this year, I discovered this orange vanilla Mio. And I loved it because it tasted like creamsicles. And I was lamenting the fact that I couldn't find these in Canada. And so Kenny generously sent me 5 of these. 5. I've already finished 1, but I want to say thank you so much. These are like gold, and I'm gonna parse them out. I'm gonna save them. I'm saving them. Really, really digging that too. Also got this is a really cool Ghostbusters Afterlife button, and some really cool Ghostbusters New Jersey stickers. Right, there we go for the laptop. Love the patches. I collect patches as well, so I've got a bunch of Star Wars patches and Ghostbusters patches. I've got like Alberta Ghostbusters, I've got Michigan Ghostbusters. So this is great. Thank you so much for that. And the letter honestly brought a tear to my eye, Kenny. It's so nice to see that that we can connect this way, and that you can connect with your son as well, watching Miles and I when we do like Wonderfully Weird Wednesdays and stuff like that. Ken, thank you so much. It just that touches my heart, and you just thank you for that. And of course, he sent me this beautiful signed autograph of Dan Aykroyd, the man himself. That's amazing. That's great. Thank you so much. I'm gonna frame this sucker up. And he sent me this photograph, which I'm going to autograph for you. And I'm going to see if I can get Fung to autograph it too. Because, when I drop off the stuff. So, and then I will send it back to you. And this is how thoughtful Kenneth is. He included a silver Sharpie and a self-addressed envelope. And he sent me money to pay for postage. I'm going to be sending this back to you. I got the postage on this. I got this for you. But thank you so much, Kenny. This is why I love the people in this group. I love the people on this channel. You're all so wonderful, and the way you interact with each other, and the passion you bring, and the fun you bring. And I love that we can get together on Sundays and nerd out and geek out and stuff. And I hope that, people here found new friends that they can hang out with and look forward to hanging out with on Sundays. I'm looking so forward to next Friday's Ask Me Anything on Bitterasiandude Inc. So again, it's for members only. Sign up. If you're on the fence, sign up for a lieutenant. It's a month. It'll be prorated for a month. Check it out. Look at the content. See what you get. And I know you're gonna go, wow, that was like $2 well spent. And that's the thing. I'm not taking this money and putting it in my pockets and going, now I don't have to work. No, absolutely not. This is all gonna go back in to serve all of you. And we hit 14,000 subscribers just a few days ago. My cup runneth over. I'm so pumped by that. And my personal goal is to hit 15K by the end of the year. And hopefully we can keep growing that. And I'm excited about the things that we are shooting later on. Like we're shooting right now. Like that craft dinner challenge. That was so gross, but so much fun to do. And you'll see that. The bitter, my geeky basement. The makeover, it's coming along, and I've got some really great footage there, and I hope you guys will enjoy it too, right? We have all these different reviews going on, and we're branching out, and we're doing things like Tommy and I, here we go, DFA, right? DFA, it's coming soon after the AMA. So we're gonna have the AMA and and then we'll do DFA and then we'll do Funboxing. No, AMA, Funboxing, and then the DFA. So keep your eyes and ears peeled for that because it's going to be a lot of fun. What do we have here? Oh, we're talking about Dan Aykroyd's vodka. Yes. I gotta get me a bottle of that. I have to do that because I'm a sucker for marketing. We have upstairs hot sauce in a glass jar that's in the shape of a stormtrooper's helmet, and we bought it just because it's in the shape of a stormtrooper helmet. It's got hot sauce in it. How can I not buy it? So there's that. Yeah, and that's right. That's right. Vanessa, we're going to post a poll. It'll be up after tonight to see what time works best for people because I know not everybody's in the same time zone. So we want to make sure that as many people can see it as possible because again, it will be a live stream for members only. For those of you out there, check it out. And again, you can cancel your membership at any time, but stick around for the month. And I promise you, you'll go, that was money well spent. I promise you. We have a super chat from Robert Donatello for the channel. Cheers, Paul. Hey, hit the like button. Thank you so much, my friend. This is what I'm talking about. This kind of generosity, this kind of support. Oh my God. I love the support from this channel. Except from Tommy. That, well, you know, it's not really support. It's more of like a nag. No, I'm just kidding. Shut up, Tommy. But I love it. I love this. This is the kind of atmosphere I want to cultivate. I think we should grow this. We can grow this as a group and be a positive example of what the best parts of fandom are. It's that connection, that sharing of knowledge, that kind of support. And I am excited. I'm so excited about this. Bitter Trolls asking, where can we send you stuff at? Would love to send you chapters, Ghostbusters patch. Yeah, I'm gonna put it up. I'm gonna put it up in the it'll be on bitterasiandude.com for mailing purposes. I'll put it on there and I'll put it on the channel as well. We'll get that out there. I just want to do it, and I don't want to blurt it out over the YouTube channel just because I gotta write it down and stuff. I gotta go to the replay. I'll put it in printing. We'll put it up there, and then you will be able to find to be able to send me stuff if you so choose. And again, man, my cup runneth over. It is Sunday, 8:43, October the 3rd. We are in my geeky basement. We have done some unboxings. Do you want me to do another unboxing? Should I do something else? I mean, we've got a little bit of time. We have time. This is the earliest. I was going to do another Hot Toys, but I was kind of like, I don't want to blow all my Hot Toys too quickly. That sounded so wrong. It sounded so wrong. That is not what I meant. Do people want me to... I didn't want to, use up all my Hot Toys at once. My wife is messaging me. Yes, thank you. She just wanted to remind me that a super chat went through. And yeah, Robert, thank you so much again for that. And again, this money goes straight into the channel. Yes, so save it for another week. Mel says, Mike Yuan is resisting to say anything. Dealer's choice. Captain Crispy's encore. You're not making this easy, everyone. It takes effort not to make dirty jokes out of the things you always... I know. I just keep just throwing them up like big fat Christmas hams. They just hang up there. Open something else. All right. What should I open? What do I have? What do I have that you guys would like? What do I have that... Oh, you guys would like everything. You're easy that way. That's what I love about y'all. Okay. Just because I like using the screen, Tommy. But it's not technical difficulty. You gotta go get something. I got to get it. I got to get it. dig it out from the back. I had to dig it out. And now it's on my lap, and I am back. I'm back. Star Trek. Oh, so close. No, Captain Crispy. Not yet. I'm saving it. Thomas D is gonna make another drink. Excellent. I'll have one too. Give me a double Jameson's on the rocks. Northern Nerdcast. What happened? I just went to get some more stuff to open because we're early. Patrick is upstairs, and I got him a bed because you guys there was a super chat donation, and I used that money to get him a memory foam bed. It's a memory foam bed, and he won't lie on it. It's new. It's literally, it just came 30 minutes before the live stream. So, and of course he's not coming downstairs because he won't be in the way, and because I have something for him to lie down on and enjoy. So of course he's not. Of course he's not going to come down, because that's the kind of dog he is. And nothing can be easy. Take a drink. Yeah, you did. Good eye. Good eye. Good eye. Yoko saying, I kind of want to see this live reaction to the Jaws hot dog. I'm going to do that after I open these. I'm going to do that after I open these. Okay, Yoko. All right. So, Tiny Toons. Not Tiny Toons. Toony Terrors. Why do I keep saying that? Why? I don't know, because nothing can be easy. All right, so here we go. Oh, thank you, Colin. Jameson's on the Rocks is an excellent choice. I agree with you, yes. That was my drink of choice when we were on tour. Eagle-eyed viewers did spot this. It is Heroes Collectibles. This is an Eagle Moss Heroes Collection. Battlestar Galactica, the official ships collection. I am a sucker for ships. I like... Yeah, there's something about them. And they do have a Star Trek line of them. I opened up the USS Reliant Space Lab Regular 1 the other day. I do have the Enterprise, actually, the large-size Enterprise. And so maybe I'll dig that up. But here we go. So here's Heroes Collector. This is the 1970s version of the Battlestar Galactica, even though it is embossed with the 2004 reboot of it. And you can see here it is the Hero Collector. I love the level of detail that you get with these. It's a solid build. The sculpt is great. The detail is good. Right? So eaglemoss.com. I got this through Sideshow Collectibles, actually, and some of them through Amazon. But Sideshow does carry the Eagle Moss version, and so this is what I love about this. With Eagle Moss, you always get dog hairs. No, that's from Patrick. Yay, so embarrassed. All right, take care, Bitter Troll. Thanks for sticking around. All right, so this is what I love. They always come with this little collectible magazine that gives you more than just like how to put the stand. You know, it's more than just the instructions, but it gives you a little bit of insight into the actual ship design itself, what went into, you know, the different elements of it, what went into building it, the different points. Like I love it. It's not just the ship itself, right? It's a really nice, not deep dive, but a good peek behind the curtain of what they were thinking when they were doing this, and the different sort of design patterns themselves, and of course the coming soons to whet your appetite there. But a Battlestar is basically an aircraft carrier in space, and I love that idea. The fact that they had the landing bays, the launch tubes on the side. You know, the bridges there, huge, and that these were like, there were more than one of them. And so this is, here we go. Again, this is 1978. This is what I love, again, is the attention to detail that they have here. The paint job, the paint application is pretty sweet. And the materials are, it's some of it's die cast. There's some plastic in there as well. Right. Oh, Bad Wolf Media. You know, yeah. See, that's the thing. It's hard. Like they are so gosh darn pretty. Like if you love ships, spaceships, I love spaceships. I love these capital ships, these big ships from the shows of my youth. You know, starships. Yeah. And it is, yeah, it's supposed to be dirty and beat up. This is a Battlestar that has been through the ringer. And there's no place to really repair it because the colonies have been decimated by the Cylons. But I love the detail on it. Let's see if it says. There, right there. Even right down to it's saying Galactica. Galactica, right? There you go. Okay, Mike's saying I got that standard Raptor, the Viper Mark II, and the Blackbird, and they all look fantastic. That's right. Here we go. Go. And then I just realized too. Thumb checkup. Have a drink, everyone. There's my thumb. You can see it's the black is almost all gone. Although this part under here is completely, like, I feel like I could just lift it right off. I'm waiting for it to grow out so I can clip it, but it's come unattached. So how's that for insane details? Yeah, it does look better. Thanks, Mike. But this is, yeah, and then what's great is the Galactica comes with a great base. I like that. Sticks it together there. And then it just fits perfectly like that. So you can have it on display. Right? In fact, let's show from this angle. There. Just like that. In fact, it's... There we go. That's better. It's like that. Look at that. Infinity and beyond. Ooh. Yeah, the Starfighter from Buck Rogers in 25th Century. That sort of sweep, that double pointed in the wings. Yeah, I like that a lot too. I wonder if they have those. I think I might have seen those. I think Eagle Moss might carry them. So there we go. That is the original Battlestar from the 1979 Glenn A. Larson version of it. And I do have the 2004 reboot Battlestar Galactica somewhere, but it's buried underneath all these boxes. So in lieu of that, I'm going to drop a box. Got this. This is the Battlestar Pegasus. This was probably one of my favorite story arcs in the reboot. The discovery of the Battlestar Pegasus and Commander Kane, played again by I love that they gender swapped the role, and the actor who played, oh my god, what's her name? She played Ro Laren in Star Trek Generation. Oh my god, what the hell is her name? This is one of you nerds. Tell me what her name was. Oh, this is embarrassing. I'm gonna look it up now. I gotta look this up. Michelle Forbes. That's right. There you go. Melissa Kay with the quick draw. This is what I love. You guys are so nerdy. You know all the stuff that my poor addled brain cannot remember. Michelle Forbes was so great as Commander Kane, and I loved the idea. Like the storyline was so deep, just in terms of, you know, what they did in terms of having to survive by, like, basically cannibalizing civilian ships and, like, just conscripting people from it and jettisoning the rest, just so this, like, it was such a Machiavellian sort of, like, cutthroat way of surviving. You know, it was just like, and that's what it was. It was just like that was a military operation through and through. It was just like, we're in survival mode and we will use whatever resources we can. So I thought that was a really great, that's what I loved about the reboot, was there were so many moral takes on so many different topics, from torturing prisoners of war the power of the military, and at what point does the military stop serving the civilian public, populace. Any Blu-ray unboxing tonight, Gary? Yeah, I just did. If you look back further on, I did Battle Beyond the Stars, the Roger Corman remake of Magnificent Seven. Check that one out. I do actually have a couple of other ones I'm saving for next week. I got the aforementioned crushed version of The Thing from Zavi. Thank you. So I'm gonna be opening up that one next week because it's October and it's a great movie for October. Okay, I'm gonna open up this. This is the Battlestar Pegasus. What I love too is obviously it was a newer design than the Galactica. The Galactica at the beginning of 2004 series was to be decommissioned and turned into a museum, if you remember that. And that's what I love is the fact that the Pegasus, you could tell the lineage. It was a newer Battlestar. And I'm going to switch this over, and again, here you go. You have the awesome booklet from here, chronicling what the Pegasus was, the differences between the Pegasus and Galactica, some of the stories behind it, the technical specs of it, right? Talking about some of the storylines. Absolutely love it. Love it. Love it. And then again, the coming soon to whet your appetite. Open her up. Ooh, and this is look at the size of this thing. Got the chatter, Red too. There we go. So there's the Pegasus. Too, and I love like the Battlestar logos on it. Attention to detail. And I love that they have the dual landing bays, like on each side. So, they have 1 and 2 on each side, and of course, they have the landing bays here too, launch bays, engines, the 8 thrusts there. I mean, this is definitely a warship. Night, Mel. Thanks for sticking around. Hope you enjoy your PBS show. So there. And again, there's got the base stand right there. So that's the Pegasus. That's the Pegasus. Now these are ones that they're on display. I have them. They're gonna be up on display again once I get the Geeky Basement up and running and remodeled. So there we go. That's that. Now, all right. Let's see. What are we gonna be doing? Let's talk about this Jaws hot dog. This Jaws hot dog just for you, Yoko. Where is it? Jaws hot dog from Japan? Jaws hot dog from Japan. Oh. Well, that worked. How come? How did I do that? Ah. That's what that meant. This is so dumb. I'm so dumb. I used to drag it over from... Oh, see, now that's... There you go. So, hold on. So I've got, like, Ecamm has a comment box here. And I used to take a message and I'd have to drag it over into the screen to place it here. But now there's this whole add to broadcast where you click on that. And that's what I meant. I was always sort of confused. I was always trying to figure out what that was for. So add to broadcast literally means doing that. And it's really nice too because it has your avatar there. But of course, Right beside it is also the ban. It says ban. So I click on ban. I might ban somebody, which I don't want to do. Okay. Where is the? What am I? Jaws hot dog. This is what I'm looking for, right? Jaws hot dog. Jaws hot dog. Okay, so let me see. Let me do share screen. Can you see that? Oh, look at that. Shared screen. Okay. So now I'm going to look up Jaws hot dog. Hot dog eater or Jaws hot dog Japan? No. What is it? What is this? What? What is that? Hold on. Oh, look at this. That's weird. The infinity. What the hell was that? What? It looks like a big... I'm sorry, this other picture's even worse. Of it in the bag. How do they... How can you eat one? I wouldn't want to put that in my mouth. That just looks... It looks like a big dick in a bag. And the bun looks like his... Can people see it? I have to take a screenshot of this. Oh my god. Oh, yeah, hold on. I have to share my screen then. Oh, jeez. That is ridiculous. Okay, hold on. This is absolutely ridiculous. Come on. I mean, that's one thing. But, I could zoom in. Oh, I don't want to zoom in. Look at that. Holy crap. Hold on. There's another picture. In the bag. It's in a, here it is. Wait. Not this. Apparently it tastes really, really good. Hold on. This is the one that got me. It's that one right here. It's in the bag. Look at it. It looks like somebody left the zipper open and has been running around. And that bag it's in is it cloth? It doesn't look like paper. It looks no, it looks like paper, and like the edges are really sharp, but it's like, holy crap. That is incredible. I don't know. There used to be that old joke is if somebody had their zipper down, you go up to them and say like, "Hey, you selling hot dogs?" And they go, "No." And you say, "Well, your stand is open." It looks like somebody's stand is open in one of the hot dogs. That's what that looks like. And I think the blue from the bag looks like denim, right? And so it's like you got that double whammy of like the blue denim. It looks like pants. You've got the hot dog sticking out, and the bun looking like a little bit of the beans, the frank or the beans. It looks like one of those. Anyways, wow, there's ketchup on it already. Good Lord, Yoko, just doubling down on. Oh man, ketchup is a garbage condiment. Wow, I can't. Well, that's fantastic. Thank you so much for sharing that, Yoko. I love. I can't. You guys like the reaction segments? Okay. Oh, you sent me an Instagram reel of it? Oh, jeez. All right, I'm going to check that out. Thank you, Yoko. That's a gift that keeps on giving. Um, oh, my God. Uh, who thinks of these things? And how do they get approved? Oh, man. All right. That actually reminds me because Yoko and Jaws, and because Yoko, you were for Super 7, and Super 7 used to be Reaction, or are they same or are they different? Anyways, but I actually have the version of Bruce that Reaction sold, and I got it for a song, and now I look online and they're ridiculously expensive because I don't think they make those anymore. But I'm keeping my eyes open because they have, like in Super 7, they have this great line of figures. Like last week I unboxed the Mr. Kinney versus the Ed 209. But they have, so anybody to keep your eyes open for it. There is Hooper, Quint, and Chief Brody Super 7 or Reaction figures. If you see one in the wild, and it's not stupid expensive, pick it up for me. I'm good for it. Message me. But that's I'm putting my feelers out there in the universe because I just want to get those 3 figures to finish off my collection there, and to wash the image of that hot dog out of my mind. I can't. Who? Oh, Vanessa, you want to know if I ended up getting Muldoon from Jurassic Park? Not yet, but I think I do have him on pre-order. I think somebody in one of the groups I've done that, and but I did get Mr. Hammond, John Hammond, and I'll save that unboxing for next week as well. So you're saying Reaction was a partnership between Super 7 and Funko until 2016. Oh, then they just became Super 7. Oh, okay. Excellent. Yes, Vanessa, you did send me the link, and I think that's how I pre-ordered it, so that's good. That's right. Oh, good quoting, Captain Crispy. Way to go, Chris. Not like going down to the pond chasing bluegills or tommy cats. This shark, swallow you whole. Quint, Robert Shaw. Loved him. Loved him. In fact, I got the Sam Quint NECA action figure. Like the big, like with the clothes and stuff like that. And the Matt Hooper one just went up for pre-sale, pre-order on Big Bad Toy Store. So there you go. Yeah. So fun news if you're a Jaws fan. Fun news if you're a Jaws fan. Bad Wolf Meat is asking, before the show closes out tonight, I'll be greedy and ask again. Do I get to pick something to be unboxed next Sunday as a birthday gift? Yes. Yes, you do, Mike. Oh, Patrick. Yes. Success. Wait. Hi. Do you like it? Why are these down? Do you like it? It's for you. These are for you. Yeah. See? Everyone got this for you. Is it nice? Oh, you're a good boy. You're a good boy. Yeah. That's for you. That's for you. See? Thank you, everyone. Thank you for contributing. I think somebody specifically donated to get Podrick this bed. And yeah. See? It all goes back into serving you. And so you tell me to spend the money on certain things, I will do that for you. But yeah, he loves it. He loves it. Thank you. Yay. Success. On that note, what I want to say is this is... I love doing Funboxing Sundays. I love hanging out with all of you. And this is something that I found during the pandemic, and I'm so happy we found each other on this. And at the risk of sounding overly earnest, I am very grateful. I am very, very grateful, and I'm excited to see where this channel is growing. And I'm so glad all of you are along for the ride. Yoko, thank you. You'll send me money for a Jaws hot dog if I go to Japan. Sure, why not? Yeah, Aaron S., this is Sunday is my favorite. I look forward to this, and the whole day I'm excited and planning and doing things, and I'd love to. I want to continue doing this. So thank you very much. I'm going to sign off. All of you, thank you. just for being here, and for watching, and for nerding out with me, because it's you don't feel alone when you have friends and you get to do things together, right? And so I appreciate it. I appreciate all of you. I appreciate all of you. And during this time of COVID, as always, stay safe. Keep wearing your masks for now. Well, keep washing your hands. Stop touching your face. Get vaccinated. Get vaccinated, and then we can beat this stupid Delta variant, and we can get back to being normal. Because I want to meet a bunch of you at cons, in person. I want to have meals with all y'all. I want to hang out. I want to nerd out. I want to geek out, and we can get back to that faster if we all do our part for each other. On that note, have a great night. Have a great week, and we'll see you in a bit. Okay, see you. Oh, this is awkward. I don't know which button to press. So professional. Bye.